All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Hillbilly Homesteader, 1776. Back at it like a crack addict. Y'all know what's up. Thanks for stopping in this morning. Trying to take a little live education from my brother Hutch. See who we got in chat. We got Gypsy Soul, I believe, was first in the house. Gypsy Soul, we got Hutch. Ronnie, what's up? Of course, Miss Sophia B. Lady Smith, good morning. All right. Well, the plans changed for today a little bit. I was going to do chickens. I think there's 19 or 20 of them left. But it's brutally cold. It's super windy. It's very cold. Going to be super counterproductive to try to attempt that today, and I'm on kind of a short schedule. So, Silver Skin Saturday. What does that mean? Well, if you've ever dealt with game meat, deer specifically, they have what's called silver skin around each muscle group. It's not appetizing. It's not good. It gives you a tough, waxy taste in your mouth. Most people bring it to the butcher, and a lot of times when you bring a deer to the butcher, don't mind the dog. He's drinking water. The water thing's right here. Garrett, good morning. What's up? Jane. They'll run the hindquarters through the bandsaw and leave that silver skin on there, and then you get yourself like a ham steak. I don't like it. I've been butchering deer my whole life. I've never brought a deer once for somebody else to butcher. Just the way I was brought up, the way I was raised. In my opinion, to bring it to somebody else is foolish. But if that's your style, that's your style. You know what I mean? And the misconception, I think, from a lot of people is that you need all kinds of fancy equipment and whatnot to be able to do that. And it's just not the case. You can very easily butcher your own animal, especially a deer. You know, if you start getting into cattle and whatnot, bigger animals like that, you start to run into some space issues, and it gets a little more difficult. Yes, I am wearing insulated bibs in my own house today because it is that cold. I'm having a hard time warming the house. I think it's like 63 degrees in here right now. You really don't need many tools to process your own meat. You need, a couple of good knives. We've got more than we usually do here today. I'm going to explain to you real quick why, and then we're going to kind of get into it. But you need a cutting board. You need a knife. If you wanted to take it as far as, let's see, is this any more better? I think that's a little more better. Ooh. If you wanted to get into fancy, you could get a grinder, which I have. It makes hot dogs. It makes sausage. It's got all the attachments. You could go as simple as a hand grinder. I have one actually over clamped up on the mantle. Or you could go super, super cheap and old school and just do chopped meat, right? That used to be done a lot back in the day. You just chop it all up into little minced pieces, and that was your ground meat. So you really don't need much to do your own meat. I think there's a big disconnection with people today and their meat. You go to the grocery store, you pick it out of a package, you take it off the little diaper that it's on, and whatever. This is what I do. This is what I know. This is how I will continue to do it forever. And if you learn something, hey, I'd like to teach you. It's not super hard. So we got a couple different knives today. Like I said, of course, we have Old Faithful. You guys have seen me use this knife numerous times. So the best way I could say to relate removing the silver skin is kind of like filleting fish. You want to get that layer off with leaving as much meat behind as possible. You don't want to take any meat with that silver skin if possible. So you want fillet knives. These are my two preferred. This is a Rapala. This is a Finland knife. I was literally gifted this knife when I was, I think, 18 years old, maybe 19 years old. So I've had this knife that long. Comes with a nice case, or sheath, rather. I don't know if the camera picks that up or not. Rapala, Finland, right? Thin, flexible blade. You want to be able to fillet that silver skin off. This next one is an American Eagle. Did I say that right? Oh, I'm sorry, American Angler. Unfortunately, it's made in China, but it's same length, but a little thicker blade. So not as much of a flex, but a little more of a stout knife. Whatever knives you're comfortable with are going to be the knives you're going to want to use to do this kind of stuff. But you don't need much. Knives, cutting board, you can always put it in a freezer bag. If you take it to that next step, you've got food savers and the vacuum seal system. I've never canned deer meat. I've never had canned deer meat. So I'm not really sure on that whole, the cat is trying to get into the wood box because it sees some, Jax! It sees something shiny on the ceiling. All right, let's hit up chat real quick. 8 of y'all in here. Meat diapers, that's right. They're fucking disgusting. All right, so these are all already deboned. I think you guys saw some of that in the video. I don't know if I did it live or a video. I don't remember. I deboned all this already. So now we're going to silver skin it and trim it up, and I'll probably cut it into steaks. Be a couple like maybe roaster pieces or something like that, but the majority of it will be cut into steaks. All right. I've already sharpened the knives. So now we're going to get to it. I'm going to try to not get a copyright strike on this video. So we're not going to do any music. And you already know, get the mind right before we start using sharp knives. Canning, add fat. That would make sense with deer meat. All right, we're going to go with this piece first, right on the top. And just for sake purpose, it was sitting in a little bit of blood. Not a big deal. Just easier to work with. Pat it dry real quick. Just try to stay clean-ish. So I don't know if y'all can see what it looks like now. Do some before and afters. All right, we've got that, and then you flip it over. And this layer here, let the camera really picks that up. But that's what we want to get off. All of this is, it's not good. All right. Throw the old meat around. Try to turn on these other lights. That work any more better? Nah, not really. Just threw a shadow on the camera. Stand by, stand by. Let's get a garbage bowl. garbage bowl right there. And this isn't for everybody. I get it. You know, not everybody wants to process their own meat. Not everybody wants to get their hands dirty, bloody, whatever the case is. You know, and it's the same. Man, it's really dark in here. All right, I'll just deal with it. Off goes the hat. Well, maybe that'll help. It's the same concept with every other aspect of butchering that I've shown you guys. Is there little gentle cuts? You're not hacking away. You're not sawing away. It's effortless. The hardest thing about this process, in my opinion, is standing in the same spot. You hear that? Drives me nuts. What are we loving that I do here? What are we loving? Hang on, let me scroll up here. Hutch's Oscar. Canned deer meat is good. Oh, no shit. I'd like to try it. I still got the pressure canner downstairs. Still a little skirt of it. I haven't touched it since the potato issue. We got to shim up this leg with a piece of foil here. That's a little better. Standing in the same spot. It's like doing dishes for an hour at a time. And you just slide that back and forth under that layer of silver skin. Slight angle up towards the skin, right? You see how that's coming off there? Right? Very little meat left behind. Very little. And it's a little tedious at times. The dogs want to come see what we got going on here. What I'll usually do is get one end started, and you kind of just feed the knife underneath that skin. And like literally, I'm holding the knife with two hands right now, or two fingers, you know? Tiny little amounts of it. I'm going to switch to this knife and see if it makes me any more happy. Tiny little amounts of it are fine. But you just don't want the big patches of silver skin. Yeah, see, I like that other blade better. Switch back to this one. Which this side is pretty much all set. And we're going to start with this. You can do it like that, or you can do it literally like we were talking about before. Like a fish. And just kind of slide it. Right along that layer of silver skin. Get as much off of it as you can. I'm not really a fisherman. Haven't really filleted a bunch of fish in my time, so I prefer to actually see what I'm doing. color on this meat is amazing. Dark red, almost purple meat. And I'm not going to lie, the meat tastes better, or at least there's more of an appreciation for the meat when you've done everything to it before it ends up in your pan, on your grill, on the plate, and in your stomach. Right? Everything from the dispatch of this animal, the gutting, the skinning, the whole process. That means something. At least it does to me. And this is not a fun process, right? This isn't, yeah, man, can't wait to get home after work tonight so I can go cut all the silver skin off my deer. It's not like a thrilling, exciting thing to do, but you know, that level of appreciation and connection with the meat, I think, makes it all worth it. Trying to cut this really thin. The lighting seems to suck in here, but purple may be the original color of the beef. Could be. Color is an indicator of clean meat. Yep. Are you doing the hide from the... No, no, I'm not doing nothing with the hide. No. Hey, what's going on in there? Sophia, I can explain the reasoning on that to you off camera. TJ Bugs Bunny. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. My niece just got a deer the first year with a muzzle loader last night with a little spike. Nice. Awesome. See? That's what I like to hear. This piece is cleaned up pretty good to my specs. Leave that. See, it's nice, trimmed up, cleaned up. And that's the waste, just from that one. I'll trim everything up, and then I will decide what I'm going to do with the meat. Decide what I'm going to do with the cuts of meat. Like this one, I already know is going to be a roast. I think this is like the eye round. It is sticky though. It likes to stick to your fingers. Pretty sure this opens right up. Yeah. Trim that right up. And everybody's got their different preferences on what they do with their meat. Yeah, see, there's another section right there. If you don't get these muscle groups opened up, really wish I could turn on that other light because it's fucking dark in here. If you don't get these muscle groups opened up, you get that silver skin that's in the meat. See, I'm going to show you here in a second. I missed it right there. And if you like the the taste of the silver skin, it doesn't bother you, then you don't have to be as picky. Slicing right down that muscle group. Follow it right along. Okay. You'll see how it comes out on the other side. Right? You see that? See how I opened that up, and you can see right along here there's a big piece of that silver skin. It's kind of hidden in there. This almost looks like a chicken breast right now. You kind of butterfly it open, separate it. And you'll see where my knife comes through is going to be the separation of that muscle group. You see that? And then I'm just cutting right along that line of skin, separating that muscle group so I can get rid of the silver skin. It's a better end product. And I used to have people that would help me, when I got a deer, oh yeah, I'll come help you butcher it. And I had a couple deer where people would come and help me, and they would, they'd say, oh, do I have to cut this off? Oh, do I have to cut that off? Oh, how much of this do I have to get off? And honestly, I got tired of it. So I stopped having people help me. I like it how I like it. And, I'd rather just do it myself. Little waste there, not much. See, we'll give it to the dogs. You want to try some deers? Come here. Up. Come here. Up. Oh, yeah. Sheldon likes that. Cash, come. Cash. Up. Hey, they like deer meat. All right, go on. Go on. Go on. Kind of boring without music in the background, isn't it? Kind of boring in the background. Appreciate y'all. I'm a little upset that I can't do those chickens today. Well, I could, but like I said, it would just be a constant battle of everything freezing and being super annoyed. So I feel like I can be more productive with a couple other things that have to get done. Like I said, I'm on a time schedule today. Because Reality Fighting League, y'all, at the Mohegan Sun Arena, Uncasville, Connecticut. No, I'm not fighting. I'm supporting brothers who are. It'll be a good night. I'm going to have a nice dinner. See, there's even a piece in there. I'm going to leave that. I think that looks all right. I think we can call that good. This will be, I don't know, this will be like a piece of camp meat or something. Most of it is camp meat. I do eat it when I'm here on property. But, well, when I say camp meat, I mean going out into the woods, whether it's on the four-wheeler or a little hike, and I'll take a package with me. And I'll hang out in the woods for a little bit and cook up some deer meat on a rock or something. One of my buddies took him out in the woods four-wheeling. Well, he took me out. It was, I think it was his property. And I told him what I do. I said, yeah, we'll cook lunch out there. I think we were going for like a 4 or 5 hour ride or something like that, you know. I said, yeah, we'll cook up lunch out there. You know, whatever. So I brought a package of, I think it might have been tenderloin steaks. Frozen when I put them in the bag. You know, rode for a couple hours, few hours, whatever, and found a nice little spot to kind of chill and have lunch. And I built a fire, and I found a nice flat rock and cleaned the rock off. I'm pretty sure we actually did it by a stream. And cleaned the rock off, put the flat rock on top, and cooked some venison tenderloin steaks right on top of the rock. I brought a little salt, a little pepper, and steak melted in your mouth. It was so good. And he told me, he said, you know, I've never had meat cooked on top of a rock before, but this is the best fucking steak I've ever had. Got him into deer hunting right after that. So it was kind of cool, you know. And it's because of this. It's because of this process, you know, removing that undesirable aspect of the meat. And I know I'm not paying attention to the chat right now, but I appreciate you guys for being in here, supporting, talking shit, whatever you may be doing over there. I see you. You're over there. You're right there. We have got things to do, so we're doing it. We're doing it well. Gotta find my scraper. Always try to keep one clean hand. You never know when you're gonna have to reach in the cabinet or take a sip of coffee. Yes, coffee. 4 of y'all in here. I know, this is probably boring as fuck. Pilgrim, what up? TJ Bugs Bunny. Have we seen her before? You must be new here. I don't think I've ever seen your name before. But thanks. You need a heated butcher shed. Well, the thing with that is you want to keep the meat cold. So ideally what I would like to do is get a walk-in, like a walk-in cooler setup. Because I love doing this. I do not mind it at all. I've thought a couple of times about trying to make a business out of it. I'll tell you, if I could just do firewood and chicken or deer butchering services, I would be a happy man. I would be a happy man. Not heated to where it is. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I got you. Appreciate you, Lady Smith. I'll tell you, this meat's not as cold as those chickens were. Those chickens were cold. My hands were burning. Cats are going absolutely haywire because there's stuff spinning around outside and it's putting shiny marks on the ceiling. So my cat's kind of like a crackhead right now. And you're cleaning it up, right? You're cutting off all the, maybe some of the meat's not as nice colored looking. Cut all that off of there. Now, this meat, right? I dispatched this deer last Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday afternoon. It is now Saturday, okay? This meat has all been at controlled temperature for just over a week now. It's not slimy. It doesn't smell funny. Try keeping meat because it's fresh. It's fresh and it is 100% without a doubt, fact check, organic. Try buying meat at the grocery store and leaving it in your fridge for a week. What would happen? What would happen to that meat? It'd be funky. Funky, Cold Medina. This meat smells amazing. Look at that. Look at that beautiful piece of meat. I know that fucking lighting in here sucks. It's nice. It's nice. We're gaining on it, Jack. We're gaining on it. We're going to take a little puff break here in a minute. In a second. 2 people in here. It would be rotting, exactly. Yeah, TJ. Well, you're pretty much gonna get that here. Everybody in these chats of these channels are solid, honest people. We've done things together. They're vetted, I'd say, pretty much vetted for the most part, eh? We try to help each other out. We try to teach each other stuff, That's what building an actual community is about. I think we've done a pretty good job at over the last few years. We've had some weak people that we've had to vet out of the group, but you're going to get that anywhere. That wind is crazy outside. 25, 35 mile an hour gusts today. This is not the fun part. This is a little slimy. But it's that membrane that you want to get off of there. We're just going to go in here like this. Kind of fillet that right off of there. Right. It's a really nice piece of meat, man. Fucking snot is stuck to my finger. I'm gonna take this back part off of here. Probably gotta run this knife through the sharpener again. Looking pretty good. Smoke break. I think today's a cheat day on my diet. I think when I'm done with this and I got to go to Public, I'm going to get some fresh donuts. Oh, you're getting snow tonight? Oh, look at you. You're in Pennsylvania with Sophia. Oh, shit. Did we just become best friends? Yep. Uh-oh, what are we getting here? My buddy just sent me the Sean Ryan interview. I'm ahead of you, buddy. All right, let's take a quick puff, puff. Puff, puff. Pilgrim, you're supposed to get snow? Oh, cheesecake? What? You didn't even send me a picture. It's fucked up. Oh, nice. This deer meat is off an 8-pointer. Nice rack. And nice rack. Yeah, buddy. You know I like them nice racks. Let me stop. Switch out the nicotine. You're not using Zyn in your life, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing with your life. Smoking them nasty cigarettes. She tastes like cigarettes. Oh, I didn't hear anything about snow. Cold, but no snow. No snow, man. Shit, Pilgrim, you ain't that far from me. You probably like, I'd say 2 hours from me. Oh, that looks fire. Why'd you? You do a big crust? Mm, mm. I'm on the fence with that. I like just a thin crust on the bottom. Cumberland County. Let me check the app real quick. Check the Fox 61 Weather Impact app. Oh yeah, see, it's going north of Connecticut. Right now, it's in Albany, just west of Pittsfield. Yeah, we got no snow. So it's going to miss Connecticut. I'd show you the radar right now, but I'd OPSEC myself. So I'm not going to do that. I got my first 7-point this year. First buck ever. I normally. Nice. Congratulations. Nice. You spice it and it's buttery. Well, you got some blue stuff just about to enter into Pittsfield. All the way down. It's from it's pretty much the whole width of Mass, the whole height, excuse me. But it looks like it's moving. Stand by. Oh yeah, it's kind of burning up as it goes past Pittsfield. I used to date a girl from Pittsfield, Mass. Used to drive up there every day after work. That was crazy. That fucking relationship was a fucking disaster. Fucking disaster. I must have been really tired when I quartered out this section because I left parts on here that I don't usually leave on here. This is all outside meat. Oh, no bueno. Yeah, no, it didn't work out. Well, it didn't work out because of the long distance. Didn't work out because she turned out to be a pillhead and fucked me over. Fucked me over after I literally saved her daughter's life from drowning in a pool. Literally. 2-year-old daughter. Literally saved her life. She fucking screwed me over, stole from me. Yeah. Well, it wasn't a long distance part. Except for maybe because I wasn't there enough. Well, God forbid I went to work during the day and you fucked off. But anyway, that was a long time ago. But she'll still reach out to me every 6 months or so. Oh, hi, how are you? Hi. Hi, how are you? Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I must have been tired or something when I did this, because this piece of meat, this quarter from this deer is all fucked up. All fucked up. I don't know why I would have done that. But anyway, here we are. But regardless of snow, I think it's pretty much cold across at least the East Coast. Not sure about the rest of the country. I think Hutch said it was cold out there. Another one done. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot that albino. If you shoot an albino deer or you shoot a half albino, what do they call them? Starts with a P. They say it's bad luck. Don't do it. Don't do it. When I was younger, my grandfather I used to hunt a lot with my grandfather up north in Vermont, and he had this friend that they'd hunted with their whole life. Jack was his name. Was it Jack or Joe? It was Joe. It was Joe. He shot a half and half. What do they call that? Not pygmy. Damn it. Anyway, he shot a half and half, and he was all excited about it. And he never, from what I remember, he didn't even see another deer for years afterwards. Pied, thank you. Pieball, right? They call it a pieball. That's right. I think they're cool as fuck. I wouldn't shoot one. But I guess I don't know if it's like a freak thing or does it get passed down the gene pool? I mean, looking pretty good. We're gaining on it. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Give the dogs another piece? Yeah. Here. Hup. Hup. Sheldon, hup. Sheldon, hup, hup. Cash, hup, hup. Cash. Cash, hup, hup. Hup. Oops, you dropped it. Good boy, Squan. Watch him fucking throw up all over the floor. All right, that's it. Go. See you later, TJ. Thanks for coming by. I'm fixing to put on some music in the background. I can't take the quiet no more. You too, TJ. When I say TJ, all I can think of is that TJ Preps lady.
Sip a little coffee and I drank a little too. I'm an all-American country boy. I'm the daddy spitting and get my mama's pride and joy. There ain't nothing down home there really don't enjoy. 'Cause I'm an all-American country boy. pickup truck and I don't pass the buck and I always speak my mind. I'm hooked on TV, road A to DC, and I know how to have a good time. I'm a little bit rowdy and a little
This
bit
changes the mood all right up, don't it?
I'm never gonna change. 'Cause I'm a
All-American country boy.
I'm my daddy's spitting image and my mama's pride and joy.
Appreciate you, TJ.
Ain't nothing down home that I really don't
enjoy. 'Cause I'm an all-American country boy. Oh! Black coffee today, in case y'all were wondering. All-American country boy. Yeah, spitting image in my mama's pride and joy.
Ain't nothing down home that I really just don't enjoy.
'Cause I'm an all-American country boy.
I'm just a country boy. Good old country boy.
Oh, this is like veal right here. Oh shit! Silver skin and karaoke.
I came in as the sun came up. She
Letting me over her coffee cup. She said,
"Where you been?" So I thought real hard and said,
I fell asleep in that hammock in the yard.
she said, "You don't know it, boy, but you just blew it." And I said, "Well,
That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
that's my story. Oh,
That's my story.
Well, I ain't got a witness, and I can't prove it, but that's my story.
And I'm sticking to it. Makes your tummy hurt? Aw.
I got that tear in the
3 big pieces left.
She read my face.
Like a cover of a book, she said.
Don't expect me to believe all that static. Cause so last week I threw that hammock in the attic. My skin got so thin you can see right through it. And I studied, well, that's my story, and I'm sticking.
Meh.
There are many ways.
Not in the mood for that right now.
What's hot crispy fries? But which is best? Is it with ketchup? Sweet and sour?
Do-do-do-do.
I say, old natural.
I'm going to get me some fresh donuts from the bakery. My man makes them every day.
Last night I dreamed you were back again. Larger than life again. Holding me tight. Placing those same kisses on my brow. Sweeter than ever now. Lord, I remember how. Couldn't get enough kisses. Do you know how much you're missing?
No, you don't. But I do.
Days like a slow train trickle by. Even the words that I write refuse to find. All I can hear is your song haunting me. Can't get the melody out of my head, you see. distractions I've been using. Do you know how much you're losing?
No, you don't, but I do. But I do. I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. You know what, you know the best that you can do.
Never meant to push or shove you.
You know how much I love you, no you don't, but I do. I seem to move better with music. It's like my body's lubrication. I think I would be lost without music in my life. Look, I'm missing something there. No, you don't, but I do. But I do. I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. There's no one you know the best that you can do. Push or shove it.
Do you know how much I love you?
No, you don't, but I do.
But I do.
I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue.
There's no one you know the best that you can do. Never meant to push or shove you. Do you know how much I love you?
No, you don't, but I do.
I
No,
know
you don't, but I do.
I know you don't, but I do.
So the long and the short of this live stream is process your own meat. Doesn't take that long. It doesn't take a lot of effort. You'll have a better connection to where your food comes from. And that's the whole point. You know, whether it's your meat, your vegetables, your milk, your cheese, whatever. Not only is it better for you, but you don't have to say, oh, I got to work 60 hours this week to go buy a steak. It's, hey, I gotta spend a couple hours on a Saturday or Sunday and put some work in and get your hands dirty. You know, get some raw meat and cartilage under your fucking fingernails. You know what I mean?
Eversource, proud sponsor of Energize Connecticut.
Carolina, what's up?
The winter chill impacts some more than others. We're here
All right, Pilgrim. See you later. Thanks for hanging out.
With weatherization. It all starts with a no-cost home energy solutions income eligible visit.
That's it.
You may qualify.
I don't really.
incentives, including up to 100%.
I don't feel that way about being in the kitchen. Because to be honest with you, I mean, I do like to cook, but my place is this: taking care of them outside, growing them, raising them, nurturing them, butchering them, processing them, getting it on the table. That's where my heart is. Providing, putting on the table, and everything up to them. That's where my heart lies. Come on, give me something good to listen to.
When you're with Amex Platinum, you're set up for the perfect solo trip.
We're almost done here. Got this piece, and then y'all can see that big hunka right there. My women. Yeah. Watch where your fingers are. Good knife skills. It's a good skill to have. A taxidermist that I used to work for back in the day, looking for some part-time help through the busy season. I was thinking about reaching out to him and getting back down to the taxidermy shop. Do some skinning. Hone in on my skills a little more. Pick up some new tricks and skills from the guys that are working there, you know. And get paid for it at the same time. And I think a big focus on what should be on a lot of people's mind right now is acquiring skills and putting those skills to use. So if/when the time actually comes, you have to do these things. It's just second nature, right? Just like for me in this instance, right? I can pick up a knife. I mean, I gutted this deer in the woods with my everyday carry knife, my buck knife. I think it's like a 2.5-inch blade, maybe. Just second nature. Make it become second nature, so it just becomes a way of life. You know, everybody's got different skills, and that's, I think, you know. I mean, I think you should be familiar with all aspects of everything. You should try to be your own little mechanic, your own little handy person, but maybe specialize in a couple of things. Like for me, it's carpentry and tree work. Those are my two niches. But I can do many other things. You know, I'm doing this. I'm not the best at it. There's people way better and way more efficient, but I can do it. Nice. This one's tricky to get out of there. I think that's a go there. Yep. All right, Dolly. I love you, girl, but 90s country radio, y'all. Best country music ever. Well, except for the old ones.
He plays guitar at a hotel bar.
Out of timers and business. Rest in peace, Joe Diffie.
He struts his legs to his drum
Rest in peace.
But it won't make me big at the Holiday Inn. But she thinks that he looks like Elvis when he runs his fingers
Through that jet like a hair.
Sometimes she forgets an order cause she's so struck by him that she stops and stares.
They got a love bigger than the Beatles.
Wild and free like a rolling stone. They got a love
Makes them higher than their cables.
Ain't life such a
Sweet, sweet song. Na, 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 na.
na, 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 yeah. She pours some drinks, loads up the phone, and
Dreams of being a movie star.
Her mama said,
She knock 'em dead.
but Hollywood
Hasn't come so far.
But he thinks she's as pretty as a picture when she wipes down tables
In apron strings.
Sometimes he forgets the chorus cause she's shining like a beauty on the silver.
This meat's super tender. It's like falling apart in my hand.
Bigger than the Beatles, wild and free like a
It's probably a 4-year-old deer.
They got love, takes them higher than the Eagles.
Ain't life such a sweet, sweet song.
Na, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you won't find their names on the wall of fame.
Ain't missing much.
'Cause when the lights go down on Tinsel Town, all you need is a love. They got a love bigger than the Beatles.
You're just kind of shaving it off.
Like a rolling stone.
You know, like you're
They got a love big
peeling a watermelon or a cantaloupe or something. Kind of cutting that top layer off there. That's all you're doing. That's all we're doing here. Right? You guys have seen me using the same knife, not switching up with a bunch of knives and a bunch of fancy gadgets. And a simple, well-made knife. Little cuts, practically effortless. I said my back's starting to hurt now. We've been on here for an hour and 13 minutes. Anthony, what up? Anthony and GTP, the two highest commenters on the Hillbilly Homesteader channel. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. I think I got to go into my studio, and I think there's been a few comments on the videos I haven't seen. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Some people can't comment on my videos, apparently.
Give your skin the love it deserves during Ulta Beauty's
Fucking
Wonder Skin
YouTube.
Event. Take your skin to the main character with 50% off daily beauty steals from
Man,
brands
look at-
like
see?
Henderson and
I trimmed up pretty nice, eh?
offers every day. And this week only, shop great deals like 30% off select SPF brands, including Black Girl Sunscreen. Plus, see what's new from Rio de Janeiro.
Appreciate it.
Now, head to your local Newland
That's what I strive for here.
shop online or try pickup today. Hurry, event
Try to get things done. Nobody else is going to do it. And sometimes, when I don't want to do it, I try to watch somebody here that is doing it to get me motivated. But I mean, let's be honest. We all wouldn't mind a little more couch time. A little more time in front of the wood stove. But there's shit to do. And now's not the time to be slacking. Fucking Pandora.
Did you stop loving me? How long have I been a memory?
What do we got here?
I've got no
Cap.
on my own sanity. Tell me when did you stop loving me? Is it that night that you stayed out until dawn? You know that night
Chickens will have a good snack.
haunted me.
Make the most of your music journey with Pandora. Get started by searching for your favorite artist. Then personalize your listening experience.
You can literally just kind of use your finger
Search by genre or mood to find hundreds of
to
stations
find the separation in the meat.
for curators. So you can hear the top tracks from the hottest artists to spend any
Kind of
whether you want to explore,
get your
personalize,
direction
and
going.
discover new music on your own, or have our curators guide you along the way. Pandora has you covered. Start searching now.
Read the meat. All right, read the meat. It'll tell you what to do. I tell guys that I'm training doing tree work. You know, read the tree. Look at the tree and really read it. It will tell you where it wants to be cut. It will show you where to put your rigging point. It'll do all that for you. Just look at it. Just read it. You know? Even when it comes time to doing notches and stuff in trees, and I would tell guys, you know, you gotta look through the tree. Oh shit! Somebody's being fucking fresh. Yep, Teresa. Yeah, how do I know? Fucking Sophia. Yep. You know what I'm talking about. Can't tell. I'm never gonna find my feet.
One man's halfway up, there's
Another man's halfway down. Hillbilly Homestead doing stuff because we don't sit in our bunker and just make videos about nonsense. We do shit. Receipts, baby. Receipts. Is it year of the receipts or was that last year? Hutch ain't in here no more. This is too fucking boring for Hutch. Yeah, I did. I opened that fucking door, didn't I? Yes, I did. There's a fucking separation here somewhere, and I can't find it at the moment. Oh, I think I just found it. Yep. Gotta put you on a leash before you run too far. There's a fucking... I'm missing something here. I don't know why that cut is there. It's not a meat. It's not a muscle group, is it? I swear that's a... No, I guess it's not. All right. All right. You belong in like a studded collar. I'll get you like a pink studded collar with a secondary choker. All right, I reckon that's it. Silver skins done on the meats. These are the two hindquarters. The other stuff's jerky meat. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Wash my hands.
I don't see a cop inside. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got 10 more years and I told you where drive. I'm passing little white lines and my eyes are open wide. Just past the Jimmy in a white. I've been passing everything in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. It really feels like a month since I kissed my baby goodbye. I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like the some other guys.
Got a good platter of meat there. Oh, I forgot that one. No. Oh, I forgot that one. Fuck, we're not done. Shit. I fucked up. Forgot one. Where were you guys? Huh? Gypsy Soul. Back at it. I forgot a piece. You guys saw it sitting there on the cutting board and you didn't even tell me. It's messed up. That don't mean she's slow. If you think I'm happy, run. Yeah, see how that just comes right apart? Comes right off of there, separates like that. Little tiny cuts. Follow right there along the muscle group. It just comes right off. It really does. It's really that simple to get these pieces of meat. That is, yeah, we'll do something with that. Cut this fat off here. Deer fat, it's no good. I know like the deer fat. The taste is not so good. So I cut it off. Little fry piece. Why? Why you play all this fucking sappy crime music, eh? Oh my fucking god. Pandora doesn't want to play nice. Pandora wants me in my feelings today. Leave your fucking feelings at home. Gotta go feed the ponies right after this. I'll go feed them, and then I'll come back in and cut this up and package it. Deer meat never gets recalled, y'all. Just remember that. Deer meat never gets recalled. Papa's Farm, what up? Coming in almost at the end. We're finishing up this last piece of deer meat. Getting it trimmed up, getting the silver skin taken off. Getting it ready for packaging. Hope you're doing well. I like those wandering Zeuses, man. Those are pretty cool. I dig listening to that. Seems quite real. Seems quite real. Where does that go? It goes down in there, boy. Cut that like that. Ah, now I see me. Oh, you can actually hear the music? That off there. That looks good. That looks good. All right, now we're done. Now we're done. That was the last one. Now we can wash the hands again. Get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. Oh wait, I still need that. I still need that. Just put that there. So we got a bowl's worth of waste. Not bad. We have a very large cooking sheet, double stacked pretty much with fresh venison. I'd say that's probably 30, 35 pounds of meat right there. Look at the color on that. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice, to be honest with you. So, with that, I really have to use the potty. I'm drinking too much coffee. So, we appreciate y'all for hanging up. 7 of y'all still hanging in there. And hold on, I'm pushing buttons here. Stay warm. And we'll see y'all next time.